Hey, what's up, everyone? Back for this Friday slate. We got a pretty cool 12-gamer today. We have some nice tournaments on both sites. So let's get right into it. You can drop a like and subscribe down below. And you can check out the website if you want to join, especially for NFL that's coming up in like a month. So today at pitcher, we don't have a ton of top-end pitching, which I'm completely fine with on a slate that I do want to prioritize the bats. So I'm not going to have any interest in paying up for Lynn or Clevenger or Robbie Ray or Erod or Wade Miley or even Paxton. I'm going to go down here, get two pitchers from the same game. Go with Matz first. Matz definitely has the talent to have a good game here. He just did it in his last start against a Pirates team that's really struggling right now. They are just probably hoping the season ends tomorrow, but they can't do anything right. Matz really just fooled them. Went the complete game shutout his last start against them. And Matz definitely has that upside to get you like 20 plus. All I need is like 20 DraftKings points out of Matz here at just a 7,700 salary. And I think there's a good chance he can pay that off. And the weather is a little shaky right now, but it's supposed to clear up like after an hour into game time. So they might just late start and play this, or the storm might clear out before this game even starts. So I have to keep an eye on that. But I also think Trevor Williams is a fine play here. He's also very cheap at 7,200. Going at two pitchers in a game that I expect to be very low scoring. Both pitchers do have some good talent. They're much better real-life pitchers than DFS pitchers, but they can still have those games where they go out and put up a solid score. And I think in this matchup, both pitchers can have good games here. So I'm going to be rolling with both of them. And today for stacks, my favorite two stacks are going to be the Twins and the Astros stack. The Twins are facing Sparkman, who has gotten destroyed against lefties in terms of power, and lots of lefties, lots of lefty power hitters. You have a couple switch hitters, and then you have still very powerful righties like Nelson Cruz. Love the Astros against Kikuchi. Gives up a lot of power to righties. And the Astros crush left-handed pitching. You got Springer, Bregman, Altuve, Correa. Even Alvarez can mash lefties too. So ton of power for the Astros. Here, this Giants game. Probably go with some cheap guys like Jeanette's 35. That's really cheap given Lampard's struggles against lefties. I like him, and I'm not going to be paying up like $5,000 for Yastrzemski. Just go with the cheap ones like Belt and Jeanette. And on the Rockies, maybe you can pay up for some of them, but I'm probably not, just because I probably would just go with the Twins or the Astros offense. And see if there's any other team that really sticks out today. Probably the Blue Jays once again facing a Brooks, and then the bullpen game from the Orioles. The bullpen from the Orioles is really bad, so definitely the Blue Jays are a good stack. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So starting off at third base, I'll go with Alex Bregman. Very cheap here at just 4,600. He has been really good against lefties for his career. And you're getting a pretty bad lefty that doesn't miss a lot of bats here in Kikuchi. Bregman has a ton of power. He has a little bit of speed. And he's just really good against lefties. And at home, this Astros team has been putting up some big runs sometimes at home over the past month. This could definitely be another spot where they go off. Against lefties, he's batting .281 on the season with 9 bombs and just 96 at-bats. He has a .333 ISO against left-handed pitching this season, just a 14.9% strikeout rate. And he's really hitting the ball hard, 51%, 52% fly ball rate, and a 50.6% hard hit rate for Alex Bregman, getting him at a discount. He's usually over $5,000 in a spot like this. Getting him at 4,600 is very appealing. At shortstop, go with his teammate Carlos Correa. Since he's been back, he was great the first game, and then he's starting to really pick it up. He had two offers, and then he's back to hitting the ball well. I love Correa whenever he's facing a lefty. Just like Bregman, he mashes lefties, getting him at a nice price tag. And I do expect the Astros to hit some bombs here off of Kikuchi, and we know the Seattle Mariners bullpen is also one of the worst in baseball, especially at giving up home runs. So just a really good spot for the Astros to go off today, potentially at lower ownership just because you have cores, and everybody loves to prioritize cores over anything else. But against lefties this season, Correa is batting .333. It's just a 51 at-bat sample size because he was injured. but he has 3 home runs, a decent, really good 294 ISO with a strikeouts are 7% lower, slugging is much higher, and he has a 60% hard hit rate. Love the spot here for Carlos Correa, and if you look at Kikuchi's numbers, they have been pretty bad in pretty much every month. In terms of power allowed, he's given up just a lot of power, giving up a lot of home runs per 9. This year to righties, he has a 5.22 xFIP. Doesn't strike many out, just a 16.1%, and the Astros don't strike out much in general. As you see, the slugging, just giving up a ton of power over the last couple months. Righties gives up a decent fly ball. He's giving up a 35% hard hit rate, and those numbers have definitely gotten worse after he got off to a decent start the first month. So I really like the Astros, and we get some nice prices on Correa and Bregman. We'll go with those two. Then love the Twins lefties, and we got some nice lefties in the outfield that we can play on the Twins, like Kepler at 5,200. Batting leadoff, Kepler is always appealing. Just has a ton of power. Love playing him just because, as you see, if you played him over the last 10 days, you probably got a couple home runs out of him. He has gone yard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times over the last 11 games. Super impressive. Kepler with 30 bombs now in the season. Lots of power, especially against righties, and Sparkman. He's really bad on the road, and he's really bad against lefties. So it's a good spot here for the Twins. They have the highest ISO against right-handed pitching this season. 589 slugging percentage given up by Sparkman to lefties. He has a 6.14 xFIP to lefties, 13% strikeout rate, 46% hard hit rate given up, and a 44% fly ball rate. Kepler looks to be in a great spot today. Batting leadoff should get plenty of at-bats as his stack will go off like I expect, if the stack goes off like I expect. This year he has 23 home runs against right-handed pitching. He's really hitting the ball well over the past 2 weeks. 311 ISO for Kepler. And last but not least, I'll go with his teammate, A. Rosario. He's not even that expensive at just $4,700. He's been really good, just like Kepler all season. He's missed some time due to injury, but he's still up to 23 home runs on the season. Lots of power against righties. Sparkman is terrible against lefties. Pretty good spot here for Rosario as well. 284 average against righties, 19 of 23 home runs. And he has a really solid 257 ISO and a 541 slugging. Doesn't strike out much, just 11% strikeout rate, 11.8% K rate, 45% fly ball rate, and a 40% hard hit rate. So yeah, you're getting some really good spots here for the Twins and Astros. Both offenses are really explosive. Both can go off and hit you like five bombs each. So that's what I like for this slate. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You can drop a like if you enjoyed, and go